Welcome back to Adrian's Avenue, where we help you make better decisions for a better life. And today is the day we're going to go ahead, discuss it, get it out on the table. We want to talk about those spending habits that keep you broke. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest because this is a topic that we need to discuss. And the thing about this topic is either these spending habits are keeping us in a financial struggle, it's keeping us from either getting over the hump to better our finances, or it's keeping us from actually prospering in our finances. So this is something that we need to discuss. Some of them are little things that we can just change, but like I said, we're going to lay it out on the table. First up, living beyond your means. This is spending more money than you earn. And how do you know this? Well, you don't know it if you don't have a budget. You need a budget in place because you need to know how much money that's coming into your household. And it's critical to know how much money you have flowing out of your household. Every little thing that you pay, when you spend your money, it's going out. It's going to either buy something or pay for something. And so it could be consumer stuff that you're buying more than likely. We know that there's food, shelter, electricity, transportation, the phone that you have to pay for, all of this. We know that, but there are other little items that slip up that you pay for. But if you don't know them because you're not tracking them, they're taking advantage of you. You don't know where your money is going. You don't know really what you're paying for. And until people really sit down and see how much money they're paying on various things, they just don't know. And some people are blown away by how much money they're spending. And that's when they realize, okay, I'm doing a lot of things wrong. There's something that I need to change. Let's look at this list and see what I really need to continue to spend money on. And if there's something that I can take off this list that I don't need to spend money on, because I'm putting out more than I'm bringing in. So I'm living beyond my means. If you want to live up to your means, go get another job to help make up the difference. But you don't know because you have not sat down with a budget and listed everything that you're spending money on, as well as all the incomes you have coming in. So this is critical, and it's a spending habit that's keeping you broke. Next up, and I'm probably gonna hit a lot of people here, is regularly eating out like all the time. Not every now and then, not one day a week or twice a month, but eating out pretty much on a daily basis. And I know I've been guilty of this myself. When I was working, we had a cafeteria in the building. I didn't want to go eat that food sometimes. I found out what they were having. And then sometimes I just got so busy, maybe the cafeteria closed. And so I went out to eat. And when you go out to eat these days with inflation, it's going to cost you $10, $12, $15, $18 to get really just a hamburger, fries, and a drink, a meal that you would normally get. Or if you go out, and it's fast food, so it's really probably not that good for you. If you go somewhere where the food is better for you, where you can actually sit down and have a meal, it's going to cost you even more. You're going to have time away from the office, drive time, sit down time and eat, then drive back time. So you're spending time doing that. If you're at home and you stop working and you run somewhere to get something and then you come back home, and when you eat out, guys, notice that there is a weight gain. Because these fast food places, they have a lot of additives in the food that make you gain weight, that make you come back for more. So eating out on a regular basis. Now, that being said, it's nothing wrong with going out to eat once or twice a month if you can afford to, or having a very nice dinner like at Christmas. Me and my neighbors go out every Christmas. I'm very fortunate because they take us to a very expensive restaurant, but they pay for the meal and we enjoy each other's company and that type of thing. But it's nothing wrong with going out and splurging a little every now and then, but every day. And I can tell you, when I was at work working and going out eating every day, the money that I had, because I would pay cash for it, I wouldn't put it on a credit card, but the money that I had stashed in my wallet for it would go down, 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 down. So I knew that I was spending money, because if you start calculating, if you go out for lunch 15 a day. And then if you don't cook at home that afternoon and you go out to eat something else, that's some more money. But 2 days going out to eat is $30. 3 days, that's $45. 4 days, that's $60. So you can see how it adds up when you go out to eat that much. So watch the going out to eat at these restaurants on a regular basis, because this is cramping your style financially. Now is the time to go ahead and check those subscriptions that you have subscribed to. You're paying them either on a monthly basis or maybe it's an annual basis. I know I had some subscriptions renew at the end of the year, and I had to consider, do I still need this service? Is this something that I want to pay a whole another year for and continue using it? How much did I use it this past year? And if there are magazines coming in or books coming in that you subscribe to, do you really need that? Or do you have time to sit down and read these things? What subscriptions do you have? There are apps that you've subscribed to that you pay on a monthly basis. Are you using those? Some of them you pay on an annual basis. Are you using those? There are subscriptions sometimes that we forget about, and they come out on our credit card and we pay them. And if we don't look at the credit card statement, we don't even know that we're paying them or how long we've been on them. And those gym subscriptions I've talked about before. If you're going to go to the gym, if you're going to pay that fee to go there every month, go ahead and attend the gym. Go get on the treadmill. Go get on some of these machines. Go in and lift a weight or two. At least use your gym membership. Maybe not on a daily basis, but twice a week, 3 times a week. Go do that because you're paying for it. Or if you don't want to do that, make up in your mind and be okay with it that I don't need this. I can walk around my neighborhood. I don't have to have this gym membership, and let it go. It will save you tons of money, and it will help you with those spending habits that's keeping you broke. It truly won't cost you a dime to hit that like button and that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on the latest information as I'm releasing it. And please make a comment on your bad spending habits or your good spending habits. Okay, here's a big one. Impulse buying. And we know we've talked about this before, but when you have something that either is not on the grocery list, or if you walk past something that you see that these stores will plaster in front of your faces on the level where you can see at eye level, they want you to look at it, they want you to buy it, or something's on sale and you feel like I might be missing out on this if I don't get it. These are impulse spending or impulse buying opportunities for you, and you can fall into them. I've fallen into them. I still fall into them every now and then. But sometimes I'm learning to step back to see, do I really need that? Because this is going to be here when I come back tomorrow. So let me pause and just think about it. I'm considering some new supplements. I take vitamins and supplements, and I'm considering some new supplements right now. And I don't jump at every supplement that comes out. I need to research it, do my research on it, weigh out the cost, the benefits of taking the supplement. Is there anything that compares to it? Weigh out that cost, do some research in it. And the research, even though it's costing me a little bit of time, it will save me money. Plus, I know exactly what I'm getting. So the impulse spending is something that's keeping you broke. If you don't have control of impulse spending, I would say avoid going to those places that you may be triggered, such as the mall, such as certain places that you may go. For some, it may be the athletic store. You go in thinking that you're going to go in and just get a shirt or something like that. And next thing you know, you have shoes, Nike shoes because they're on sale, or some other attire because it's on sale. And it was not your reason for going in that store. So let's watch that, because that could be a spending habit that's keeping your wallet lean. Okay, this is something that we don't like to talk about, but it's on the list. And that is buying these high-end brands or luxury items simply for the status. Because it says Gucci on it, because it says Louis Vuitton on it, because it says it's got somebody's name on it that's prominent, you want to purchase it just to be with the girls because this is what they buy or this is what they do. Or it could be those new Nike shoes or Jordans that's just come out. It could be something like that. Or golf clubs for guys. You know, I don't know what I think Top Flight or something like that may be one of the top brands. But because of the brand and because of the status symbol that it shows, not because of the quality of it or not because of you just want it, you know, and this is really what you want, but because you want to show off to somebody else that you can actually afford to buy this particular brand. Don't become so brand drunk that you can't see other things that you may benefit from. Now, I'm all about high quality. I love high quality. I love leather goods with high quality, but they don't have to have somebody's specific name on it for me to purchase it. Because who am I buying it for? Am I buying it for myself, or am I buying it for my friends? Am I buying it for somebody else to see and show off? No, I want to buy it for myself. Now, if I'm good with it, and if I say, you know, these are the kind of purses that I want to buy and I don't want to buy anything else, and I'm good with it and I can afford it, that's fine. But just to buy it, just to show off to someone else, or because it's a status symbol, that's probably not the right reason to purchase these items, because they are expensive and they will cut into your budget. They'll cut into your finances. They'll cut into the money that you could be doing something else with. Now, for symbols, status, I will buy Apple stock. I will buy stock in things that has maybe a high symbol status on them, or if they're doing well in the stock market. I don't mind doing that. So you guys keep buying those things because it's helping my stock go up. So let's get a grip on some of these high luxury brands. It's nice to have a nice watch. It's nice to have nice shoes and nice bags and stuff like that if you can afford them, but don't let them cramp your style as far as your financial style, and don't give up your financial future buying something today, especially if you're going to put on a credit card and not pay it off over a couple of years or so to get it fully paid off. So let's keep this in mind, and let's make smart moves when it comes to our money. Sometimes we succumb to the feeling of missing out. If there's an event coming to town and all the friends are going, or if there's a trip that all the friends are going on and we're thinking this is going to be a great thing, it's going to be an experience, and unfortunately if I don't have the money, I might have to miss out on, and I have that fear of missing out. So what do? I may go, not me personally, but you may go and put it on a credit card and do it like that. And if you don't pay that credit card off, there you have your experience. You have your experience. And then you have that credit card bill that's facing you for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 months that you have to pay off for this experience, because you feared missing out on the fun. You feared missing out with your friends. You feared that. Just if you would consider, if this is something that you want to do, if they take a one-time trip or 2 times trips each year, why not go ahead and save the money for those trips? You know about how much they cost. You know, if they're driving there, if they're flying there, you kind of know how much they cost. And you can set that money aside and go for those trips, and you won't have to have the fear of missing out. You can have it already paid for. You won't have to worry about putting it on a credit card. It would already be paid for. So there's things that you can still enjoy yourself, but you have to take your spending habits in consideration, because you don't want them to keep you broke. Now, you want to weigh out, should I go on this trip, or should I do something else with this money? Because if the bills are piling up, however, you want to go on the trip, and this is a hard decision for some people. It's an easy decision for me. I pay my obligations, but for some folks, it's hard. I don't want to miss out, even though I have these bills that I need to pay. So I'm just going to go ahead and go on that trip and, you know, either put some more on the credit card or shift some money around, do some magic with some accounts of shifting and paying something and then paying something else, and kind of a polo thing going on. You may want to, you know, people consider doing stuff like that. And these are not good spending habits, you guys, and they'll keep you broke. So consider all of this. Like I said, we're laying it out on the table, and I want you to really think about this and make better decisions when it comes to your spending habits. We've talked about a lot today, and it's not judgmental of anything that you're doing, but sometimes these spending habits can seem like a leaky faucet. It just keeps dropping and dropping, and it's pulling from your water supply, your finances, and you're actually paying for that money that keeps dripping, dripping, dripping. It may be large amounts, it may be small amounts, but consider what we've talked about today and make some decisions to change how you're spending if you have some of these habits that are keeping you broke. You don't have to be broke. You can have money, but you have to make better decisions.